Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to be playing some Forza Horizon 3 just the same as last live stream. So let me just check to see how it's doing. Alrighties. It's looking good. It's looking good. Well, alrighties, let's get into this. I think I'm going to be doing some classic Lamborghinis in this live stream because classic Lamborghinis are amazing. They really are. They're great. They're one of my favorites, classic Lamborghinis, just like the Aventador SV is. But let me just go to the Lamborghini section and go to my favorite Lamborghini classic, the Countach. So this car is another car that is great to drive in manual transmission. It works amazing in manual, and it sounds great.
Hey boss, I've identified another potential recruit for your lineup.
Welcome back, boss. You were partway through a champion.
Yeah, championship. Whatever. I need to fast travel over right here. This car is amazing. It has doesn't have a ton of horsepower, but when it was made in the 80s or the 70s or something, a long time ago, this was one of the fastest cars in the world. This car is just crazy.
Hey boss,
it's the first ever,
hit the action button to see what the
like,
challenges are this week.
it's literally like the first Lamborghini that actually has like the crazy wing doors, and this is the first car in the world that actually had that. So this car is classic.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Do you hear that? That is beautiful. I really need to put up my volume to hear this car. Oh wow. This car is brutal. It's so great. I can imagine driving this car in the 80s. Everyone would be looking at you. Even now, people would be looking at you. But this car is like a really old one. I need to go to like the 80s. That's my favorite thing to do with this car. Go to the 80s, 1980s collection. Yeah, and of course, on the front page, the car is the Countach, of course. I mean, in the 80s, this thing was just, it was crazy. It was so famous in the 80s, but now it's not acknowledged much anymore. Only by people who really know this car. Still, this car will lie in my heart, because if this car was never made, the Aventadors would be never made, and the Murcielago would never be made, and so many cars in Lamborghini would never be made if it wasn't for this car. So props to this car, I'm just gonna say that. I mean, this car was the first of its kind. Get out of the way, please. Other 80s cars. Oh my god. Oh, the sound is brutal. Oh god. This is like the best sounding car ever. It sounds so much better than the modern day Aventadors. But this car also is kind of difficult to drive. It's much more difficult to drive than any modern car for sure. I mean, this car was like, it had a really super heavy clutch. It was like meant to be hard to drive, to say the truth. That's what Lamborghini made the car to be, hard to drive. They wanted it to be hard to drive when they made it. They designed it in a way to make it hard to drive. Oh, that was some nice drifting. I think after this car we should check out the Diablo. Because the Diablo is like the successor to this car. And the successor to that car is like the Murcielago. And the successor to that is the Aventador. And the successor to that is the SV, you know. In Lamborghini, every car comes from an older Lamborghini. Like, that's just how Lamborghini works. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm gonna give this up. I mean, this car isn't meant for racing. I'm gonna say that right now. I believe it's not meant for racing. I think this car is meant for keeping in a showroom and driving once a month. Because this car is not necessarily a car that is very reliable. You know, it's old and everything. So I don't think that you should really be driving this car very often. I'd say once a month is enough for this car. Well then, I mean, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna drift with this car. I want to see if old cars can drift. Because drifting is quite a new thing. I don't think that drifting was really around so long. I imagine it was only around since like 2005-ish. Like, I don't really think drifting was around in the really a long time ago.
In 100 yards, turn right.
Oh, nice.
In 100 yards, keep left. In 200 yards, keep right. Keep right. In 400 yards, turn left.
Oh. This car, the sound is just... I can't even, like, compare this car to any other car. With the sound. The sound is crazy.
Yards, turn left.
The wing fell off. That means RIP downforce. No more downforce for us. That's not good. That means no turning capabilities. That's all I have to say. But also that means less drag, so maybe we can get some high speeds at least. Yes. Alrighties then. Yeah, let's do drifting in a 80s Lamborghini. Let's see if it turns out to be good. You know, I need to get it off manual. When I'm doing drifting, I can't be shifting gears at the same time. That's just too difficult. I really don't want to be doing that. I'm just gonna put it back to automatic, which is nice. Very good. Oh god, this car is like, doesn't really want to do drift. It really just wants to slide around like this. Oh god. This car is crazy. Okay, I have to keep it from drifting. That's all it wants to do. It just wants to slide around. Oh god. Oh my god. When I turn the wheel, it just... What is this? Okay, this car is... Yeah, this is great. What? It's like drifting without me even wanting it to drift. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, this car does not really drift. It does that. It just wobbles around. I want to see if I can actually do donuts in this car. I don't think it's really possible. I could try though. Because this car has like such a weird start. I feel like it's just not gonna want to do donuts. Unless I'm gonna make it do donuts. I think I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing some donuts here. Just making some donuts. Okay, that is amazing. Alrighty, let's go back to the showroom, aka the festival.
In 100 yards, turn right.
I'm actually on a quest to get all the Lamborghinis in the game currently. I have most of them, actually. I have much more than half of them. I think I have 3/4. Maybe even more than that. I think I might even have 90% of them. The only ones that I need are, the Veneno and the, there's another one too. The Sesto Lamento. I think those are the only ones I need. Can I get some cash, please, from this wheel spin? Oh, wow. Okay. That's great. That's very good.
Keep left. In 200 yards.
Another 150,000.
Turn right. Turn right.
Oh, whoops. Did I accidentally do a challenge? Against the Countach? No, I'm out. Bye-bye. Just drift.
It's safe to do so.
Nah. Let me just... Can I quit the event? Thank you very much. Alright, let me just enter the festival. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have to do the Diablo also. Or maybe I should do the Moira. This is a difficult choice because the thing is that the Diablo is newer, but the Moira is... after all, this episode's called Classic Lambos, so I have to do the first Lamborghini supercar. I mean, this car is definitely the first kind of, you could say, almost modern Lamborghini. I mean, this car is old. It's 1966, you know. This is not a new car at all. It's old. It's really old. Give me a moment. Is there difficulty? Oh, right, in settings. Yeah, there we go. Let's put it back in manual because, I mean, it's an old Lamborghini. I can do manual easily. Holy moly. Okay, I forgot how crazy this car is. Oh, yeah. This car in the 60s, this was the fastest car in the world. I mean, this car was crazy. Holy moly. It's actually kind of fast. It's way faster than that 48 Ferrari, that's for sure. Holy moly. This car is actually fast. Oh, God. I would say the Countach is not actually much faster than this car, like in real life. It's probably only like 25 horsepower more than this car. Like, I wouldn't expect this car to have insane horsepower. Because that's not what it really has, but I mean...
You have arrived arrived at your destination.
This car is crazy. I give Lamborghini props to making this car. When they were thinking of, when they just started their company, they were always thinking of a reliable, kind of fast luxury car, but that's not what this car is. This car is not reliable whatsoever. And this car is now more special than the Countach for the reason that it is now basically all the supercars in the world are based off this car's design. Like, this car was the first supercar. So this car is even more special than the Countach. Like, before this car, there was no such thing as a supercar. Even Ferrari, that was not a supercar. That was like a sports car, you know? Oh god, this car really slides. God, I cannot control. I think I'm gonna have to put on traction control. This is kind of awful. Yeah, I'm gonna restart this, and I'm gonna put on traction. I can't. This car is too crazy. Oh wait, difficulty, right? Difficulty. Let me see. Where is it? Not braking. Steering and traction control on, please. Thank you. Stability I don't think I need, but I need traction control. This car is way too mad. Goes crazy. I hope I'm on race wheels. If I'm on like the regular wheels, I'm gonna have that may be why I'm losing traction. But if I'm on race wheels, that's okay. Okay, traction control is kicking in, which does not really allow me to get fast turns, but at least it will stop me from spinning out. Wow, traction control is really kicking in right now. It's crazy how much traction control kicks in. Traction control is really strong. It like holds the car back. Like, I feel like with traction control off, the car could go faster, but I'm just gonna lose control too much. I really feel traction control is kicking in, which is kind of killing me right now, but at the same time, it's helping me. I don't know. This is too crazy. I think that's going to be the end of this stream. Unless I have some more time. Well, I guess that's the end of this stream. Sadly, I'm going to have to leave it off like this. Though I will continue very, very shortly. Maybe even later this evening. I'm not sure. But see you.